The hamburger is the undisputed king of modern fast food. Around the globe, McDonald's alone sells over 75 burgers every single second. It is the ultimate symbol of backyard barbecues and American industrial capitalism. But the true story of the burger doesn't start in a modern drive-thru, nor does it even start in America. To find the real origin of the hamburger, we have to travel back hundreds of years to a time of brutal warfare, nomadic horsemen, and a completely accidental way of tenderizing raw meat. Long before anyone thought to put a patty between two slices of bread, the foundation of the hamburger was laid by the Mongol Empire in the 12th and 13th centuries. The fierce cavalry warriors of Genghis Khan lived on horseback for days at a time, moving too fast to stop and cook proper meals. To survive, they took scraps of raw beef or horse meat and placed them flat under their saddles. As they rode across the rough terrain, the friction and weight of the rider naturally flattened, tenderized, and lightly salted the meat. The warriors could then pull the meat out from under the saddle and eat it raw on the move, creating the world's earliest version of steak tartare. When the Mongol Empire expanded, their culinary habits traveled with them. The recipe for minced, raw meat eventually reached the bustling port cities of Russia, who then traded heavily with the major ports of Germany, most notably Hamburg. By the 18th century, German cooks took this concept of minced beef but decided to change it completely. Instead of eating it raw, they seasoned it with local spices, formed it into a thick patty, and cooked it. This hot, savory dish became known as the Hamburg steak. It was cheap, filling, and high in protein, making it the perfect meal for sailors and working-class citizens. In the 19th century, millions of German immigrants boarded transatlantic ships to start a new life in America. As they settled in cities like New York and Chicago, street vendors noticed that these immigrants missed the tastes of home. Vendors started setting up carts at the docks selling Hamburg-style steak to appeal to the new arrivals. However, eating a hot, greasy slab of meat while walking down a busy American city street was incredibly messy. The turning point happened between the late 1880s and the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, where several different creative vendors all claimed the same genius breakthrough. They slapped the hot Hamburg steak between two pieces of bread. Suddenly, the meal became fully portable, and the modern hamburger was born. Despite being portable, the hamburger faced a massive hurdle in the early 1900s. The publication of investigative books exposing the horrific, unsanitary conditions of American meatpacking plants made the public terrified of ground meat. People viewed burgers as dangerous, mysterious street food made from low-grade scraps. The burger needed a massive image rescue, and it got it in 1921 when a small restaurant chain called White Castle debuted. They built pristine, White Castle-like restaurants, made their staff wear spotless white uniforms, and ground the beef right in front of the customers to prove it was clean. They successfully rebranded the burger into a symbol of cleanliness and safety. Decades later, chains like McDonald's took this formula, standardized it with assembly line speed, and exported the hamburger to every corner of the earth. Today, the hamburger has evolved far beyond its humble fast food roots. It has become a global culinary blank canvas, sparking a massive division between two distinct burger philosophies: the fast-paced, crispy world of the street-style griddle and the high-end world of luxury gourmet dining. On the street and diner side, the undisputed modern champion is the smash burger. Born in mid-century American diners and perfected by modern cult chains like Shake Shack, this style rejects the thick, puffy patty. Instead, a ball of loosely packed beef is smashed aggressively onto a screaming hot cast-iron griddle using a heavy press. This creates a hyper-thin patty with jagged, ultra-crispy, caramelized edges. This crust is the result of the Maillard reaction, a chemical reaction between amino acids and reducing sugars that locks in massive amounts of savory flavor. Stacked 2 or 3 patties high with melted American cheese, it is the ultimate standard for modern fast casual burgers. On the exact opposite end of the spectrum is the gourmet pub burger. This movement took off in the early 2000s when high-end chefs decided to treat the humble hamburger like a luxury steak. They began custom blending expensive cuts of beef, combining rich brisket, short rib, and dry-aged ribeye to create thick, juicy patties served medium rare. These are piled high with premium ingredients like black truffle butter, aged cave-aged Gruyere, caramelized onion jam, and even foie gras or gold leaf, turning a street food into a $100 fine dining experience. Beyond these two American titans, the hamburger has mutated globally into distinct regional legends. In Tokyo, you will find the Wagyu burger, utilizing Japan's famous, intensely marbled beef that practically melts at room temperature, often paired with savory teriyaki glazes. In the American Southwest, New Mexico is famous for the green chili cheeseburger, where the heat of local roasted hatch chilies cuts through the rich fat of the cheese and beef. Meanwhile, the Midwestern United States gave birth to the butter burger, where the bun is heavily buttered and a literal pat of butter is melted directly onto the searing patty, creating an unbelievably decadent bite. And we cannot forget the revolutionary shift of the modern era, the plant-based smash. Using high-tech food engineering to mimic the exact cellular structure and sizzle of real beef, plant-based patties have allowed vegetarians to fully participate in the global burger obsession without sacrificing that classic, greasy diner nostalgia. Whether it is a $2 fast food classic or a gourmet masterpiece, the burger remains an unmatched global phenomenon. From the saddles of Mongol warriors to the griddles of modern pizzerias and drive-thrus, the hamburger has proven to be the ultimate global gastro hit. What is your absolute go-to burger style? Are you a purist who just wants cheese and pickles, or do you like it loaded with toppings? Drop a comment below, hit subscribe, and we'll see you for the next legendary bite of history.